It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Yeah, you can't go very long without a dose of Led Zeppelin. That's just the way it is here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock in Phoenix, Arizona, where it was a very nice this weekend, except for April and it was snowing. Global warming. Here in Phoenix, we got nice weather. I mean, it'll start getting up into hot. You know, it's kind of nice having it being not so dang hot. But I tell you what the problem is. It's April and we're planting, man. You know, plants go, grass is saying now, I'm not growing, man, until you get the nighttime temperatures up to 70 something, whatever degrees. That keeps going down. The plants are like, well, I did have leaves. Do I not have leaves? I'm going to have some leaves. I'm going to make some more fruit. I'm not. I mean, it's just, hey, farmers, I feel your pain. Now, one thing I wanted to go ahead and finish on we were talking about, is, I got to give you this one joke, though. This is good. Saw this, a friend of mine sent this to me, and I put it up. It's on Top Freedoms Phoenix now. And it was a Jimmy Fallon quote. He was referring to Prince William's bachelor party. We haven't been covering the way am I allowed not to care, except this one was funny. This is funny. He goes, it's got to be weird stuffing money into a stripper's bikini when every bill has a photo of your grandmother printed on it. Yeah, I'm going, that's just got to be weird, man. Stuffing grandmother pictured money into the bachelor party stripper. It's just, okay. I just thought I'd share that with you. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, now, while we were gone, we had a couple of things. Egypt is starting to go back into, it's a military. We take, we love you people. And you'll get Pharaoh number whatever's coming next. Well, the people are starting to go back into the square. This is going to happen across the Middle East. It's not going to be ever over. They're not going to get stability. They're not going to have Hillary Clinton coming in, the Secretary of State of the United States, coming in and say, we're meeting with opposition leaders, and we say, these are the guys that are now a new guy in charge and new boss, same as the old boss. It's not going to happen this time. And they don't understand it. Even if they are able to get a kind of a semblance of order, even if it kind of looks, tourists start coming back a little bit in, to go visit pyramids in a month or two, and they kind of, it's all settled down, it's heated months, and it comes down to food. It's coming down to inflation. It's coming down to the economics of the situation. There is not going to be a stopping of this unrest. It can't. It's like math. They forget the math. We'll just pass a law. We'll change the head guy. We'll wear a different colored tie. We'll ban burqas. That's what France is doing. It goes into effect today. They already started arresting women. You're wearing burqas. No, security. Security of what? The cloth going to jump out and envelop you like a, Darth Lord kind of what? No, because we don't know who you are. Man, they don't like masks. We need to know who and where you are. Because what if you didn't have a cell phone on you? Then you'd be like invisible to the network. It's the mentality. It just demonstrates their thought process. It's how they think. And this belies a lot more than, what laws they pass. Or it's their attitude. It's the way they process information. They are of the opinion, they, them, those. There are those that just want to be left alone, and there are those that just won't leave them alone. I always say that because it's so representative of how easy it is to look at this stuff. They, them, those do not want you to be able to operate outside their control, because if you are not in control, you're out of control. As if that was a bad thing, So if you're whatever. So I just, this is how it makes it easy to predict what they're going to do next. And let me tell you, They are not going to allow the governments, the central power, the collectivization of power and influence and whatever, and whoever gets to the tippy top. Because different layers, they'll sacrifice one layer for another layer, and you get rid of this guy, and they'll put another guy and guy. But what you're not allowed to do is to challenge the true central authority. And let me tell you, good example, China. You can be all kind of capitalist all you want. Heck, they've been trading around for thousands of years. They're going to go to Africa not with tanks and bombs and everything. They got a checkbook and, nuzzle up to, and what kind of deal can we work? They're traders. It's part of their culture. It's not going to be a problem. Islamic, used to be that way too. Heck, they were their first traders. Alexandria, the library of the information. Heck, algebra was, Arabic thing. So I'm just going, there's so much history of peaceful exchange. It was Western cultures that go, yeah, I trump your intelligence, knowledge, experience, and willingness to trade, negotiate with a sword. Boom. Your mouth ain't yapping when your head's not connected to your body. I win. Until you don't. Until violence, until this force, this might-right thing goes extinct. And they go, no, we got nuclear weapons. We'll just thermalize you. We'll glaze you over, turn it into glass and parking lot, and make you glow, shoot you in the dark kind of mentality. That's what the New World, all-knowing empire, omnipotent, central, authoritized, industrial complex, military army of. This is, you get to this because it's a mentality behind it. And the last thing that they think will be obsolete is that thought process. That because you look at him. I remember Butler Schaefer years ago. We were at a function one time. He was speaking, and he said, the crime doesn't pay. You hear that all the time. Crime doesn't pay. The bad guys always get theirs. And he goes, really? What evidence is there of that? You talk to the Bush family or these guys, these dynasties that run American politics and the banks and government and Wall Street and all that. He goes, crime pays big. They have every evidence that, crime pays really well. Where is it that it's written that it doesn't? You have to go back to the original, American Revolution or something. Well, that's building up again. Sooner or later, the vast majority of people on this planet are going to understand what's happened and who did it and why. That's where you start getting into, all right, who's the ultimate? Where's the top? Who's the guys, the end of the marionette strings end where? Well, I am of the opinion it's not, if it's a group or a secret handshake people, whatever, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, but I don't focus there. I don't care. Because if you get rid of them, there's 15 gazillion different groups right behind them to take their place. If it's not the central authority of the central banker people, there's another one wants to be a central banker right behind them. Or, the technological elite that Eisenhower warned us about. When he was talking about the military-industrial complex, the one part that he really emphasized that they don't make a big deal out of in this speech will be ruled by a scientific, technological elite. And this was 1961. Wow. Here it comes. We'll go over some of the technology you're going to rule us with here when we come back. It's going to happen in Egypt, too. But we're breaking out. I'll inspire you when we come back.